I have traveled south of Mitchell about 12 miles to pick up this, I would say old girl, but that's not quite the case. Nice little decals on here from the birds. But yeah, otherwise gonna pick this guy up and get it to town, possibly tint the 2 side windows, for sure tinting the back window and ceramic coating this whole thing. So gonna go ahead and obviously do all the plastics, the glass, that sort of stuff. I might ceramic coat the big cast areas down in there. The wheels, obviously John Deere being smart, they have this lip here that keeps all the trash and dirt in there, so that paint's just gonna wear off anyways. But I might do the front or the flat facing pieces and maybe a little bit of the cast there, being it's gonna be in town, so get to save a little bit on traveling fees, but yeah. And just like that, we made it back to the shop and everything. So we're here now. What I'm gonna do is let the hood cool off here for about probably 10, 15 minutes or so. Let it cool off a little bit. And we'll go through, pressure wash all the bird crap off, all that stuff, and start getting it washed up and prepped. So that way tomorrow we can start polishing and coating it. All right, try to scoot off. Whoa. Close the door when I meant to open it. Gonna go ahead and get a photo of this, just so I can post on social media and tell everybody about what I'm doing. Other than that, we're gonna go ahead and pull her in and get her washed up. So I've been playing around with my settings here just now and found out I was in like ultra wide, so now I'm actually zoomed in. So sorry for the first part, maybe half of this video. But anyway, had to PP off that Corvette, had to touch it up a little bit. Matt's over there, polishing up some aluminum, and we're working on my X5 over there. Wanted to paint the taillights and get the paint all coated because I've owned it for 8 months and I've not coated it, so it was time. Other than that, on this 8RT, it's actually really not too bad a shape, just a little bit of cloudiness and stuff like that, but we'll show you a little bit more once we get it all washed up. As you can see, we're gonna go through and just clean it up, get all this dirt and stuff out of the jams, that way we can coat it, clean up the tanks, all that fun stuff. Basically what I got here in this foam cannon is the citrus pre-clean. Should take off all the grease, grime, hydraulic oil, stuff like that. Maybe even bird crap, we'll see. Okay, and as you can see, she's all foamed up. We're gonna go through, scrub up all the little cracks, crevices, stuff like that. You might actually be able to see here how it's pulling all that dirt and grime off. Let's see if we can get anything on the back here. Yeah, a little bit. The longer you let this stuff sit, the more it'll work and keep breaking down stuff, but yeah. Okay, so as you guys saw, we got this tractor all washed up and ready to go here for tomorrow. So tomorrow morning I'll show up earlier, pull out that back glass, tint it and stuff like that. But otherwise, we got a lot of the, I guess I would call it funk and stuff like that all off of it, all the bird crap. For the most part, there's still a little bit of etching on the top there from the bird drops that we'll have to try to take out, but other than that, it should be a good one. So, see you guys tomorrow.
The next day.
Well, good morning. It's about 8:45 or so. I'm here about 45 minutes before everybody else, so decided to go ahead and get a little bit of a start on this and just kind of see, what's gonna work, doing a few test spots. I gotta pull out the back glass on this thing as well to start tinting it, but I just wanted to show you guys this with the light. So this tractor is about a year old, I believe, and you can just see it's already kind of oxidized on the top and stuff. Then you come down over here where I polished, and it's just beautiful green paint. But the other place I could show you is on the top over here. So you can kind of see that cloudiness, the light's not really reflecting. You can see in the overhead light there, that staining from that bird drop right there. Versus you come over here, you see how much sharper the lights are and the ribs in the steel versus over there, how almost has that halo around it. So yeah, that's basically what I'm working with here on the hood. I'm gonna have the guys start on the cab, the mirrors, all the small miscellaneous stuff. Okay, so on this back window here, I got it all heat shrunk, so now I'm just gonna cut it up to the shape of the window. Probably spent about an hour shrinking it, getting it removed, all that stuff, so I should have it back in the next hour because the install is the easiest part. Otherwise, Jordan's working on the roof, Donnie's working on the mirrors and the small little 3-inch area stuff around the back, and then Jaden's working on the glass, polishing that out. Doesn't really need to be done, but it'll take an extra 10 minutes a window, so why not? But yeah, so now all I gotta do is just cut all around this, throw it up on the board, flip this over, clean it really good, and yeah. Okay, so the farmer, Caden. Oh boy. Okay, so on this tractor, the hood has first layer coating on, the roof needs to be coated yet. Went ahead and talked to the farmer. I ended up doing, or I'm gonna be doing the side windows. I got the right-hand side done, turned out awesome, better than I could seriously hope for. The cool thing too about these new 8Rs is that the right-hand side glass now is able to pop out. It's held in by 5 13mm bolts. So I'll pop it out, makes tinting way easier, way cleaner install. Other than that though, got the back window installed already. Jaden's working on a little bit of tar there. So, but yeah, no, otherwise this hood looks pretty damn good for first layer. Once we add the second layer, that's what's really gonna lock this in permanently and keeping it looking that way, but yeah. Other than that though, these doors are kind of, I shouldn't say hard to take apart, but they're a little bit fussy because you gotta take this whole handle off first, because Deere decided to put this one bolt right behind this handle and you can't get access to it. But other than that though, yeah, this back window actually turned out really good. So just doing 30% all the way around, and I mean, you can see the difference here, tinted, not tinted, just a little bit darker. Still pretty clear, pretty clean, all that sort of stuff, but yeah. Other than that, oh, and then I also gotta do a visor here on this windshield. I think I'm gonna drop it down probably somewhere right around there. We'll see. But other than that, that Corvette's done. Just waiting for the owner to come pick that up. And yeah, the shop looks like a farm shop. It looks like a bomb went off and there was a million things in 1,000 different places, it feels like. But anyway, so the only thing we got left to coat on this thing then is going to be all the glass, the steps, the exhaust, second layer on the hood, and the tanks. So yeah, other than that though, we're gonna go ahead and take a lunch now. I'm gonna let that window sit so that way then it can dry up before really mess with it. Because the last thing I want to do is have it all looking nice, good, and when I go to put it in, peel the film back or something like that. So, and it's like 45 out right now and not very nice out. Otherwise I'd sit it outside and let it bake in the sun and it would be dry in 30, 45 minutes, but just don't have that option today. So, okay, so back from lunch here now. Windows tinted, ready to be put back in. Just gotta throw the gasket on. Went ahead, ran out and got a set of these suction cup deals. Make it easier for install because I have shattered these, putting them back in because you gotta be pretty much spot on when you send the bolts back through. But other than that, we are gonna go ahead and put it in. Hopefully we don't shatter this window, but if we do, I guess you guys get to see it. Hood's all coated, or on the cab's coated, the tanks are coated. Obviously that door is off because I tinted it over there. George's just running the heat gun to make sure that the edge is all good before I put the seal in. But yeah, otherwise this is all done all the way back here. Just gotta clean the glass up, get some of the smudges off the inside. All the exhaust is done. I'll probably hit it with a second round just to kind of clean that up a little bit. I'll do that in a little bit, but otherwise, hood has both layers done. And then probably tomorrow I'll go through, clean up the front counterweights because they're in really good shape yet. Clean those up a little bit. And do like the size of the steps here, that sort of stuff, unless they already did. Which I don't know if they did or not, I guess. But other than that, she is done for the most part. So what I'll probably do is once, oh, and I also have to do a strip on the front there. I gotta go, somehow in my entire shop I had lost a tape measure, but we also somehow lost a polisher too, a cordless DeWalt. So don't know where that went. But anyway, other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap that up here hopefully today and show you guys all the after stuff here tomorrow. But now I got that little strip right there installed on the windshield versus doing the whole thing and stuff like that. But now that's a tinted tractor, so we just got to go through it and ceramic coat that glass, obviously clean it up a little bit more. But yeah, other than that, it's probably about 90% done. Like I said, just need to ceramic coat the glass and touch up with some other stuff. But yeah, other than that though, looks damn good from what it used to, especially on the top of the hood. That's where it showed the biggest difference compared to before. So before we had all that staining and stuff like that versus now that's all gone and we're gonna keep it that way for a long time. But yeah, other than that, I'm probably gonna call this a day and tomorrow show you guys finished product once, get all the glass cleaned up, tools picked up, that sort of stuff. So see you tomorrow. All right, so this morning here, we went through and coated just the last two remaining windows through a second layer on the exhaust and stuff like that. But now this tractor is done. Did the steps as well here on the catwalk, got those all cleaned up and shined up. But yeah, now, I mean, the top of the hood, I mean, you could see almost the individual screws holding the tin in and stuff like that. Went ahead and did the whole roof too. The glass is all tinted all the way around, 30% with a 5% strip on the front. As you can see from the inside, that's obviously not tinted. That's tinted. So, I mean, as far as a darkness or clarity difference is not too much left or too much different. But yeah, other than that though, should be good to go. Cleaned up all the glass, stuff like that. Made a mess when I was tinting it in here. Trying to think. Other than that, yeah, we did the mirrors, stuff like that. The rear tanks. So the main reason why you'd want to ceramic coat something like this is to help prevent it from oxidizing, fading again, staining, that sort of stuff. I mean, this tractor is probably going to see a little bit of planting, a little bit of tillage, maybe spreading fertilizer. I know the farmer has hogs and stuff, so maybe it'll get hooked up to a honey wagon. But the coolest thing too is now when you go to wash it, the water just shoots right off of it like that. And it's gonna stay that way for the next 7, 8, 9+ years. Just depends how well they take care of it and stuff like that. But even stuff like these black plastic tanks that you can't even wax normally and stuff like that. I mean, even these. I mean, how cool is that? But yeah, other than that, but yeah, so whole hood, steps, mirror, glass around the cab, tanks, side markers, the rear axis cover panel, the rear glass, the whole roof, both tanks all the way around, the exhaust manifold, the black plastic around the cab, the green that goes up and around, and all that fun stuff. Oh, then that cover, that cover, that cover, headlights, all that stuff. So, but yeah, other than that, that's gonna do it for this one. I'll probably shoot some after shots outside here, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, that sort of stuff. Helps out the algorithm, doesn't cost you anything. So, all right, until next time. Other than that though,